As always, first and foremost, all thanks and praises unto our power, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Wabrakakwadash. Peace, blessings, much respect to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, on down to the rest of the elders who rule well within Israel. Salutations to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of this whole entire earth, no matter where, whom they may be, or what they may look like, pushing out this purified truth. To the rest of the church who believe as well. You men who may not be teachers or prophets, you women, sons and daughters also. And the water to Yahweh Shai, because without him enduring and going to that cross for the nation of Israel and the nation of Israel alone, none of this would even be possible whatsoever. All right. So let's touch on the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 5 and verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. We cannot treat the Lord like he is some side woman or some side dish, like he's just some thing that you can get to when you good and will feel like it. A lot of people in the world who have heard this truth, they've sat on it like a chicken to an egg. They've sat on it like it's a seat, like they're trying to keep the seat warm for somebody else. You cannot sit on this ministry. If you know this ministry, you're actually held accountable, and that's scary. See, those in the world who somehow, some way have never heard this ministry, they're still going to be punished and chastised, but nowhere as much as someone who's in this ministry who knows, or someone who has heard this word and has had time to take action and has not took action. You might say, well, yeah, I've heard about this Israelite thing. I've been really trying to buckle down and get to it, man. It's just, I've been having issues in my life. I've been struggling with my job. My wife's been giving me problems, and there's no excuse. Once you put your hand to the plow, or once you've heard this truth, once you've had time to sit on it and ponder on this ministry, you are now held accountable. We are held accountable. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. And seeing that the Lord is being merciful, the Lord has given opportunity to our people to repent. A lot of our people act as if they can just keep putting off the day. Okay? This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 10 and verse 26. For if we sin willfully, after that we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remaineth no more sacrifice for sins. You have no excuse for you Israelites who've heard this ministry. You have no excuse for you Israelites who came into this ministry and you turned back. Now you're willfully sinning because that cloak has been removed off of you. And I say that because when you go to John chapter 15 and verse 22, this is what it says. If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sin, but now they have no cloak for their sin, excuse me. So this is in red letter. This is Yahweh Shai speaking. The servants of Yahweh Shai, those who are doing what he asked them to do, come in the same stead. We're speaking the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So once you hear it, you can't say, oh, well, I didn't know. Our people are willfully ignorant. Our people think they can keep setting off from day to day to serve Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai because they have, in their mind, more important things to do. If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sin. But now they have no cloak for their sin touching back on Hebrews 10 and 26. For if we sin willfully after we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remaineth no more sacrifice for sin. So there's no excuses for you Israelites to keep putting off from day to day to repent, turn back to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. You see me and my brothers on the streets teaching. You see me and my brothers making ourselves a living sacrifice. You don't have an excuse. And let's say, okay, you didn't hear. Your eyes saw us. That's why the scriptures also tell us this truth is not for everybody. It's a small sanctuary. In the book of Ezekiel 11 and verse 16, it reads this. Therefore say, thus saith the Lord power, although I have cast them far off among the heathen, and although I have scattered them among the countries, yet will I be to them as a little sanctuary in the countries where they shall come. And the reason why we were scattered in the first place, it goes back to the curses. What's that? Deuteronomy 28 and verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from the end of the earth, even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. So our people have been scattered. So seeing our people have been scattered all throughout the earth, the Lord is only dealing with a small sanctuary, the elite of his people, which are known as the elect. Okay? Ezekiel 11 and 16, therefore, thus saith the Lord power, although I have cast them far off among the heathen, and although I have scattered them among the countries, yet will I be to them as a little sanctuary in the countries where they shall come. That's why most people who hear this ministry, they sit on it. They put it off from day to day until the day comes out of nowhere where Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai destroys them. Okay? Our people really think somehow, some way they can supplant the Lord. Yeah, we come from Jacob, but the ultimate supplanter is Yahweh Yahushai. And a lot of our people think, well, life's about them. A lot of people think the world is supposed to revolve around them, not even knowing that typically if you don't believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, your life has no value whatsoever. I don't care how cold that sounds. All right. So the Lord isn't dealing with everybody. Let's touch on Matthew's 22 and verse 14. For many are called, but few are chosen. So very few are going to actually remain when it's all said and done. Very few are going to seek after Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai 10 times more. But the majority, they're going to put off from day to day and serving Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai till the day comes that the Lord destroys them. Okay? A lot of our people are sleepwalking right now. A lot of our people are zombies. See, these zombie films that a lot of our people be into, they don't understand. No zombies are actually them. All right? For many are called, but few are chosen. Let's go to Proverbs. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 19 and verse 15. Slothfulness casteth into a deep sleep, and an idle soul shall suffer hunger. When you put off the Lord from day to day, you are being slothful. Okay? And then you become so slothful, now you're in a deep sleep. You're in a sleep so good, you don't even want to be woken up out of it. Okay? A lot of our people, they're in such a deep sleep, they don't want to be awoken out of it. And seeing that we have the light, seeing that we are the children of the light, a lot of our people do not want to open up their eyes to that, because what would it do? It would hurt their pupils. All right, so let's go to the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 5. Ye are all children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of the darkness. So we are not of the night nor of the darkness. But the majority of this world, they are of darkness. Okay. And how do we know that they're of darkness? Let's touch on, what's that? Isaiah chapter 8 and verse 20. To the law and to the testimony. If they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. So if our people aren't speaking according to the word, according to the oracles, there is no light in them. 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 11. If any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of the power. If any man minister, let him do it as of the ability which the power giveth, that the power in all things may be glorified through Yahweh Shai Mashiach, to whom be praise and dominion forever and ever. So when we speak, we have to speak according to the oracles of the power, because if we don't do that, that means there is no light in us. Our people who put off the Lord from day to day, ultimately, that's because there is no light in them. All right, let's close it with this. Baruch chapter 4 and verse 28. For as it was your mind to go astray from the power, because we all fell away, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. So we all fell away. This truth was actually our first love. And we walked away from our first love. And seeing that we went astray, we are to seek our first love 10 times more. Back in the world, I always had a zeal. I believed in the Lord, to where if you were to try to insult the Bible or insult the Messiah, okay, or anything I thought was biblically related, I'd be offended. But I wasn't opening up the Bible. I wasn't studying. I wasn't calling on the right names. Okay, I was being a nigga. I was, when I was younger, up until I was about, I'd say 23, 24, kind of slowed down, you know, I was a little wild, you know, sagging my pants. I even had dreadlocks, man, you know, but coming into this truth, you're supposed to be a whole new man. The same things that we're ashamed of right now, if the Lord was to pull that spirit off of us, we'd be far worse than what we were in the first place before we came into the truth. So seeing that we're in this ministry, we have to seek the Lord a whole lot more than what we were back in the world. Okay, for as it was your mind to go astray from the power, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. So we have to seek Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai 10 times more. Putting off the Lord from day to day, that's not going to fulfill that. So Lord willing, this was simple and edifying. I'm going to go on ahead and wrap it up and give all thanks and praises unto our power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Wa Rakakwadash. Shalom.